Welcome back, everybody. This is Josh here from Basement Level Magic. We are headed into round 2 here. We are going to be on the draw, and this is definitely a slow hand. We've got some cards that we can draw to get us to these, but if we can get to these cards, we're going to be in a pretty decent spot. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. We'd like to have some early plays come up here. So we're going to go against another blue deck. I'm going to go ahead and just get this tap land out of the way. And there's a Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. Definitely good to see this shrine here. I feel like that's gonna hopefully be a pretty important card for us, as far as at least being able to activate our abilities of some of our cards. Alright, so he plays an Essence Depleter, which is a 2/3, and you can drain some life, it looks like, if you can activate it, which he will be able to. Go ahead and play that out. Right on time we get the Scythe Master. We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll get the Warden out, I think. Yeah, I want to possibly be able to ramp. I mean, otherwise we could look to do the Spawn Binder. And actually the nice thing about doing that is if we did, we could look to play the Core Scythe Master next turn, and if we, say we have another spell, but we could use Cohort to tap down, if he had a bigger guy, but he's stuck on mana, so I think let's ramp. Try to ramp into the Drowner next turn. So he can drain. That is actually pretty sweet. So if you have the mana to do it, that Essence Depleter is pretty cool. Ooh, that is a card too. So Deep Fathom Skulker, I think that's a card I'm okay with playing later. Don't really need it yet. I'd rather do something like the Drowner this turn, and then look at playing that next turn. So let's get our mana. We could also look to... Oh, no. Yeah, we're really Drowner of Hope is definitely our best option here. Don't have a counterspell. No! No! Come on! Yuck. That sucks. I feel like I had to go for it, though, right? Gosh, he is just missing on lands. Tap target creature. Alright, let's go ahead and get some creatures out here. So we've got 7 mana. Alright, we don't have 7 lands, but we could play both of our allies here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Boy, and he is... It's amazing that he's been able to do what he's been doing and still be stuck on 3 lands. Oh, Clutch of Currents. Well, at least he wasn't able to do it for the Awakening ability. Okay, so now we're going to be able to do some extra fun with Shrine. So if we do that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, which is not enough for much. I'm tempted to just play the flyer. I do think I go ahead and attack in here to start off things. I'll talk with the Scythe Master for sure, because we'll trade that with... I think I'm okay with trading that with anything, right? Otherwise, we could hold off because we've got this Spawn Binder. But the thing is, I feel like I'd rather play the Skulker. Yeah, he'd basically have to double block to kill the Scythe Master here. Yeah, no point in doing that. Yeah, one more. Fine. Trying to get away with a little something here. Alright, so let the drain happen. That is a pain in the butt. He's got a way to fix his mana now with that holdout settlement. Hedron Archive. So I think the best thing to do would be go ahead and attack with both. I mean, I have a feeling he may end up tapping one of our guys down, though. Maybe the Deep Fathom Skulker? Nope, he didn't. So we go ahead and attack, I think. This is going to draw me 2 cards. Whenever a creature you control, you may draw a card, right? Oh, I was wondering why it was only 1 trigger. Okay, there we go, because of first strike. Of course I want to draw a card. Alright. So we must have already played land. Okay, so... How do we want to do this? Definitely want to play the Avenger for its surge cost. So right now we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I think I'll play the Step Glider and the Avenger. God, with all of his mana, he could actually drain 2 every single turn right now with just the Essence Depleter, but he's got to want to put more on the battlefield. I think he may. I mean, just looking at this, I feel like he may have just fallen too far behind. I'm hoping so. Um, especially having an active Deep Fathom Skulker. We could just start hitting through the air for 5, drawing 2 cards every turn. We've got enough mana to do things. Is he gonna draw cards? Nope. Okay, so a 3/5 that can add colorless. So we found where so much of the colorless mana went to. This guy. Everything is all about it. Just think, we even had a Drowner of Hope that got exiled. So if we had that on this board, just imagine how far ahead we'd be. I feel like a support card right now would be awesome. What you doing, boy? Okay, so complete disregard. Planar Outburst is nice, but not quite what we are going for here. I think we go ahead and use the Tightening Coils here. Just so that we can attack in. I mean, I could actually attack with the Warden too, why not? Should get me two card draws out of it. Yeah, plus 5 damage. There's a land. Alright, so the question is, do we play our hand out because we're in a decent spot, or do we just sit back? If he wants, he can go ahead and do... I mean, I feel like I'm in a good spot compared to him right now. Yeah, it's going to be hard for him to be able to kill me, especially damage-wise. I mean, he is going to have this Essence Depleter. He does have the ability to sacrifice a Hedron Archive to draw some cards, but he's been behind on mana, so he's probably had really good cards anyway. Ooh, okay. So looks like he just give up? All right. So I don't think our deck does much of anything better than what we're already doing. I think we're okay, so let's go ahead and submit. And the best part about that is we did not end up showing him Planner Outburst. So we do have that in our pocket to go against him. That Deep Fathom Skulker proved to be amazing in that game. Just being able to draw some random cards, especially as we are already ahead on the board. It's a way to totally put your opponent out of the game. You know, and I suppose I didn't even think about using the Deep Fathom Skulker's second ability, where you can make it so that your creature can't be blocked. But we were just in a really good spot there. Okay, so Wall of Resurgence, let's play it. Let's keep. I think Wall of Resurgence is definitely a very good card. Definitely a card that I could see drafting highly all the time, especially in this style of deck. Yeah, blue-white is definitely where you want to have something like a Wall of Resurgence. Yes. Alright, so him holding up mana worries me that he's holding up possibly a counterspell. So I'm going to use the Shadow Glider in case he is holding up counter mana, because I'd rather have the Wall of Resurgence, which could then come into play. Yep, there was that counter spell. Good deal. So sniffed it out. Yeah, playing the Wall of Resurgence this next turn so that I can have this be a 6/6. Okay, Grave Birthing. That's fine with me, because that is a colorless mana that he isn't able to use. I mean, there's a way to save him 6, but, you know, we've still got a 6/6 on the board, which is just hard to deal with. Essence Depleter is good, but at this point in the game, it's definitely not great against what we are about to put out. A Gravity Negator. I forgot about that guy. Not that I have ways to turn it on anyway. Alright, so we could go ahead and just do... Actually, if I do the Drowner of Hope, I'll have ways to turn on the Gravity Negator. There we go. Yeah, so ground is just completely shut down to him. I got a 5/5, a 6/6, and 2 0/6s. Yeah, this deck is rolling right now. What you got? What you got? Seer's Lantern. I do like that card, but you know, if I am going to be looking to pick it up, I want to pick it up in the second half of packs? Sure. I mean, I could sacrifice this, but I don't really care. Just so he gets nothing out of it. Showed him. Ooh, there we go. Support 2. I like that. So now we have a 6/6 and a 7/7. We've got blockers that are 2 0/6s. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I was a huge fan of blue-white before, but now I definitely am too. All right, do we have what? I mean, what do we want to get rid of? Probably would rather keep the flyer, right? I mean, otherwise, I mean, having a 5/5 is cool, but don't think it's gonna do enough. Scythemaster is definitely gone. The only question is between the Negator or the Pathfinder. I think we keep the Negator. Yeah, I think we keep the flyer. That has the ability to turn on one of these other big guys. Cool. All right, there we go. We had some nice cards coming next. So once again, this is Josh here with Basement Level Magic. Please make sure to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you like our videos. We really do appreciate it. And make sure to check out our other stuff. But I'll see you in round 3. Later.